Guaranteed approval from Ann Street Auto.
8 o'clock on the money at 98.7 WFGR. It's Andy O and Dave Cackley on your Monday morning. The WCCM 13 on-target forecast calls for some rain later on this afternoon. About 4:30, you could see some showers and thunder showers start to pop up, so be on the lookout for that on your drive home. You got some news?
I've got lots of moves. Lots of moves. Oh,
You'll have to excuse me because Dave was distracted by the TV.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is on it?
Yes.
He got all distracted?
I love Taylor Swift. Did I tell you I did an interview with her once? I was actually part of an interview.
You were?
With her. Yes. Back when she was still in high school.
Really?
Yeah, it was her senior. She was 17, and I asked her to prom.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Did it work out for you?
No, she turned me down.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. I think it's because I was in my 30s. I think that was the deciding factor.
I think it was
Sorry,
because of the hairdo.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No. She couldn't see me because it was she was over the phone. But so I don't know. Look at
you know what? I think she's.
I take her, leave it.
I just, you know what? Good for her. All the congratulations in the world.
Nice girl,
seems like a nice girl, but nonetheless,
yeah,
I don't think there's much going on there.
No,
I really
overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah. All right.
So anyway, what's in the rest of the news here?
Well, testimony resumes this morning in the federal corruption trial of former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick and three others. Testimony Friday centered on Kilpatrick's co-defendant Bobby Ferguson. His former mistress and her two sisters testified on behalf of the prosecution, claiming Ferguson told them to lie about donations made to the re-election campaign of Kilpatrick for mayor. Shocker.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Didn't see that coming. Never in a million years would I have expected the great Kwame Kilpatrick. Good God. A drunk man trying to light what officials call an imaginary cigarette set fire to an Ann Arbor hospital. A spokesperson of the University of Michigan Hospital says the intoxicated patient had been admitted to the emergency room when he decided to smoke a cigarette, which he didn't have, and ended up setting fire to his bed. Two people were burned in the ensuing blaze, and there was minor
Where was
damage.
this?
This was in Ann Arbor.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Wasn't even Hash Bash, man. I don't know what's going on.
And you know,
usually expect that at the Hash Bash, but not.
You know what I hate to see? When you go to somebody's funeral, who died from cancer,
right?
And then there's a group of people standing
smoking,
around. Yeah,
smoking. It's like, oh, God, I got smoke. God, it's a shame Johnny died.
It's a shame. I'm gonna miss Johnny so much. Could I have a Lucky? Pass the Pall Mall.
Wait a minute. Got any skull?
Oh, man.
Got something to spit it in? I can't take this back in there.
You're at a funeral with your spitter. You've got your empty 20 ounce so you can.
Oh, man. What else is going on? President Obama and Republican challenger Mitt Romney will face off in the third and final presidential debate tonight at Lynn University in Boca Raton, Florida. Foreign policy is expected to dominate the 90-minute debate. Tonight's nationally broadcast debate starts shortly after 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
What?
Do your thing. You wanted to rant and rave. So
you know what? I'm over it because you're not listening.
No,
We've been talking all morning, and all you keep doing is coming back with some lame argument.
It's not a lame argument.
It's a terribly lame argument because, okay, here's a little backstory in case you're just tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down by Lansing this weekend, and I see two billboards that said, President Obama is for gay marriage and abortion.
Yeah, the same billboard was up in Grand Rapids.
And it said, "Are you?"
Yeah. And I told you that's a wedge issue that political operatives will use. They'll put it out there to try and get a certain segment of what they believe is their base to get out and vote, because there are people who vote almost exclusively on social issues. Now, not a major part of the population, but there is a segment, and when you're dealing with a race that's this close, that can decide a presidential race. So I understand why they're doing it.
Okay.
But once again, I'm not...
Go
ahead.
To me, it looks like they are trying to stereotype gays and lesbians and make them some kind of anti-American group. You know what? What's next? Are we going to make them drink out of different drinking fountains? Do they have to go to the back of the bus?
You're missing.
Are they entitled to everything that you and I are, regardless of what their preference is?
That's not what the billboard was about, though. I'm telling you what it was about.
It was a scare tactic about the whole gay marriage thing. It was a scare tactic. Like, for some reason, you and I have to be deathly afraid of the fact that two guys may like to call themselves married. And they may like to have insurance, like everybody else in the United States is entitled to. And they may like to have the ability to make life and death decisions. Do you know if you and I were gay
Yeah, and a lot of people think we are, by the way. And that's, think what you may. We're not afraid.
Let's
we're
just
here.
say this.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here and we're here.
That's where it stops.
That's where it ends.
But nonetheless, if let's say you and I were a couple.
Yeah, okay, let's say, all right.
And
First
you got
of
in the
all,
car accident with your
you really
mom.
think you could get me?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Dude,
no
you've said
way.
100 times that I'm a good-looking guy.
I am way out of your league.
Yeah, whatever. Do you think
so far out of your league?
Actually, if I were gay, I'd be going after a manly man.
Okay, that's right. Oh, so you would be the okay.
Yeah.
All right, we want to figure out who's who in this. Which role is being played? Okay,
I'll tell you what role you're playing. I guarantee you know.
All right, continue with your nonsensical rant.
But anyway, let's just say we were a couple.
Okay.
And you got in a car accident with your mom on Friday night. And you were standing there clinging to life.
Right.
I'm your partner. Mm-hmm. I know you better than anybody else. I know your intentions. I know the fact that you want to be left on support because you don't want to miss anything.
That's right.
Nobody else knows this kind of stuff. Guess
Everybody
what?
else, my mom is saying, pull the plug.
I've got no say whatsoever in your life and death.
I agree.
I can't. You know what? I can't even go in the ER with you. I can't even be in intensive care with you.
That's a separate argument.
It's not.
That is a separate argument.
It's not.
From the gay marriage debate. That is a separate argument. And once again, I'm not pro or anti-gay marriage. I don't care.
What?
I honestly don't care.
Okay, well,
but
then,
what I'm saying is I'm looking at the other side of the argument because there are good people. There are good people who aren't opposed to gay people as such. They don't hate gays. They happen to disagree with the gay lifestyle. In fact, there's those same people that will disagree with my lifestyle. I had a child out of wedlock. There are a lot of people who have problems with that. My own faith has problems with that. And I understand that. And that doesn't make them bad or evil or bigots because they happen to disagree with my lifestyle or disagree with the gay lifestyle.
Right.
Okay.
But where the bigotry comes in is that they are making the choice to put these people out on the side of the road.
I don't.
They're not entitled to the same things that you are because you are a heterosexual man, somewhat. But these people are being pushed off to the side and told you are not equal under the eyes of the law. You're not entitled to marriage. You're not entitled to insurance benefits. You're not entitled to inheritance. You're not. You get nothing because you happen to love this person. And it's ridiculous.
Loving somebody and taking that step towards marriage. Okay, that's another. That's another leap, but
that's another leap, which I don't particularly have an argument for. I don't have anything to say about that.
I get the argument. See, that's a reasonable argument.
It is a reasonable argument.
Then you make that leap to saying people who are opposed to this lifestyle, who have a moral objection to it. Like I said, some people have a moral objection to my lifestyle.
Yep.
Some right, some wrong, whatever. But to saying that is equivalent to being a racist.
It is.
I don't think so. I think that's because, like I said, you don't have a problem with the person. You have a problem with the person's actions, and that's different from having a problem with the person's race.
So this person's actions,
right,
be it gay or lesbian.
Like I said, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
You're the middle child. You don't get your word in often. I get that.
Your math skills are horrible. I'm the 6th of 8. I'm 3/4 down. I'm nowhere near the middle.
You're still in the middle. Trust me.
Okay, whatever.
You act just like a middle child.
All right.
Anyway, so regardless of what I think, I can now dictate what these people are allowed to do with their lives because I can vote.
No,
I can vote against gay marriage, and I can tell them you deserve nothing. You get nothing out of me. You're going to get nothing from the insurance companies. You're a burden to society, and you are an evil group. So they're painting them out to be somehow evil.
No, I don't think that at all. I don't think that's the way it's being painted
all
at all.
Right, no, you're right. They're not evil.
Billboard.
They are second class.
I don't agree with that either.
There's steerage on the Titanic.
See, because I don't group. Look, like I said, I don't have a problem with it one way or the other. I don't. This is an issue that I don't care about. Once again, if I had, maybe that would change over time. Maybe if Max ended up being gay, would I feel differently, or would I be more passionate one way or the other? I would assume I would. You probably stick with your family on that.
Yeah, you would think, wouldn't you?
You would think, yes. But but once again, there are those who have an objection to it, and like I said, no different than them objecting to my lifestyle. I don't have a problem with them objecting to my lifestyle.
And
that's I don't care. And what I said is the whole point of the billboard was to get these wedge issue people to vote. That's what it was about. It really wasn't about abortion or gay marriage. It was about getting those people who vote on social issues just to get out and vote. And that's what political operatives do. And that is, does it seem a little dirty and a little? Yeah, you can make that argument. I'm not going to necessarily disagree with you, but the point of it was, you're just making a major leap to another planet by saying, okay, that's like that's like racism.
Well, let me tell you something.
You're making a leap
I put this out on Facebook while you were doing your so far 100% for Andy.
Okay, can you
100%.
1 for 1?
No, there's 4 people that have commented.
All right, fine. Okay,
but nonetheless,
like I said,
you cannot segregate individuals in society for their sexual preference. They are entitled to anything that anybody else is.
I think you are missing the point.
I'm not missing the point.
It's not about the person. It's about the act. Are you defined by what are you defined by your sexual lifestyle?
And according to this billboard,
I hope to God I'm not.
Yeah, of course not, because you'd be in a stockade.
Look,
you're deviant pervert lifestyle.
No. See, I'm not defined by you. Can't
Well, Dave,
I don't have a problem
you had a date over the weekend.
Yes, I did.
Did anything go on outside of marriage?
I can't look.
Maybe you shouldn't be entitled to the same things we are.
Look, come on. Once again, you're making a leap and you're casting aspersions. This is the third time I've used the word aspersions this morning.
Well,
way
to go.
I think
nonetheless, I'm right, you're wrong, because these
whatever
they are not second-class people.
I didn't say they were. I don't think I'm not. I'm not arguing
shame on whoever posted that billboard.
Fine.
Shame on you.
All right. We'll see what the election says. Okay, let the people. All right, tell you what. Let the people vote on it. Would you be for that? Let everybody vote on gay marriage. Let democracy decide.
I would be all for that, and I'll tell you what. I think right now,
and you might be right.
It would completely give
them. I think
it
would be interesting. I think it's a toss-up. I honestly think it's a toss-up. You could, but that's not. It's going to be decided by judges ultimately, and it probably shouldn't be. But and like I said, it's one of those wedge issues. People are passionate on both sides. I'm not passionate. It's not an issue I'm passionate about. I'm just being honest with you. I don't care.
All right.
But you have friends, family members. It's very, very close to you. I get that.
And they should be afforded every right that anybody else
You're
is.
entitled to that opinion. I'm just saying there is another opinion out there that it can't necessarily just be pushed aside.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right. Okay, what else is going on? Stocks open the new week after the worst single-day loss in almost 4 months. Friday's session was rough, mostly due to poor quarterly results from companies like GE, McDonald's, and Microsoft. We don't work for any of those companies, do we?
Who knows?
I eat at McDonald's, so
who knows?
That makes me nervous.
The way radio's owned now, we don't know who owns what.
Yeah, who knows what? I didn't realize I'm actually owned. I'm property of something. I am.
That's right.
It's amazing. You sign your name to something, you have no idea what you sign. Despite the down trading, the Dow as well as the S&P 500 still managed to edge up slightly for the week. That's news on 98.7 WFGR.